He's been called the most original character actor in a generation. The lantern-jawed jackass of horror. I simply call him our savior. He is the man with the chin, the one and only Bruce Campbell.
Groovy.
The scariest thing a fan has ever done to get my attention? No, it's mostly things that they give me that scare me. A woman came up to the recent signing and she had everything pierced and everything tattooed. And I know there's really not many tattoos here today. And she had some poetry for me. And she said, here's some poetry you really like. It was the scariest combination of words I've ever read in my life.
This man is a genius in his own right. Whether he is starring in a film or if it's just a quick cameo, he is no tour. He puts his stamp on a movie every time he's in one. And even though he's made some truly awful films...
You, sir, are a jerk. Thank you very much. Thank you.
His cult following is unprecedented. So why do we love him so much? And when I say we, I do typically mean men. Not to be sexist, I know there are women out there that love Bruce Campbell too. But I've often equated the Battle of the Sexes with one of Bruce's greatest films. The Notebook is to women, as Army of Darkness is to men. If you think about it, most women who have seen The Notebook absolutely love it. But the boyfriends who are forced to watch it, well, they really don't get it. However, on the flip side, Army of Darkness is one of those great movies that guys just get. But most women, they don't see the humor and they don't see the appeal. To understand his genius, let's dissect his greatest film. If you haven't seen any of the Evil Dead trilogy films, well, first of all, you haven't lived. But second of all, you didn't get to see the evolution of the three movies. When Sam Raimi, his brothers, and Bruce Campbell knew each other in college, they got together in 1980 in the forests of Michigan to make a low-budget horror classic in The Evil Dead. The result was campy and way over the top, but most importantly, it was fun, high energy, and very original. When it came time to make Army of Darkness, the third installment of the trilogy, Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell both had a few films under their belt, and they really got to make the film that they wanted to. The result was an epic horror comedy that had slapstick, low-budget effects, nostalgic stop-motion action scenes, and unforgettable one-liners.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barreled Remington. S-Smart's top of the line. Shop smart. Shop S-Smart. You got that?
The Evil Dead films especially feature Bruce Campbell's ability for slapstick, for physical comedy. Sam Raimi has even gone on record as saying that Campbell is probably one of the best slapstick comedians out there, and nobody can beat himself up like Bruce does. Which brings me to the first reason why we love Bruce, because he makes the cheesy awesome.
Are you in talks with Sam Raimi right now about Evil Dead 4?
Am I in talks with Sam Raimi? When we sit around and hold talks? Like a summit? I'd like to propose these ideas to Mr. Raimi. No, he had these ideas he would like to propose back. No, we're not in talks. He's probably going to make it. The movie will probably be made at some point.
Are you going to be in it at all, or?
In the sequel? Yeah, probably. Or am I too old for you now? Because what's going to happen, we'll work hard, take 2 years on it, and I'll train again, get in all kinds of shape, we'll shoot this ridiculous movie, and you guys will go, yeah, it was almost as good as Army of Darkness. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. And then where are you? And you got a heartache, you know, and that's... All right, sit down. Sit down.
The fact that Bruce Campbell likes to challenge himself, not just with bad films, but with any role that really comes up, that creates a very self-aware actor. In one of his greatest acting triumphs, Bruce creates an interesting parallel when he once again battles monsters, this time as the King Elvis. Bruce brought some realism to Elvis, not because it was a real person, but because it was an interesting comparison to his own career. Elvis is an icon, Bruce is an icon. Much like Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven, well, it was about a dying cowboy who had one more fight in him.
Well, I still have my soul. It's still mine. All mine. The folks up there at Shady Rest, they have theirs too. And they're gonna keep them. Every single one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Check it out. You want to be a director? Try and be a director. You think it's easy? Try and do it. You want to be a famous actor? Knock yourself out. It's all fine. So that's my advice. Don't take anybody's advice. I grew up in Detroit. They don't make movies in Detroit. They don't even make cars in Detroit anymore. They don't do anything in Detroit anymore. So I felt no one had any right to tell me not to be an actor in Detroit because they didn't know any more than I did. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in Detroit.
So I think the biggest reason that we love Bruce Campbell is the fact that you look at Evil Dead, you look at Army of Darkness, you look at the films that he's directed, like My Name is Bruce, he's just a big kid having a good time. Whether he's make-believe sword fighting with stop-motion skeletons or battling an alien apocalypse, he just doesn't take himself too seriously. And so, he reminds us why we love watching movies, because it's an escape. Which is why it's so much fun to watch him, and an even bigger honor to meet him. So again, Real Schoolers, if you haven't seen any of these films mentioned, go out there and enjoy the chin. Until next time, school's out.
I want to thank you for supporting that alternative form of entertainment because, you know, you people are very different than the average person. You're more enlightened and smarter and better looking with bigger boobs, the whole deal. So thank you for supporting that because otherwise my kid couldn't go to college right now. So thanks a lot. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Call it a wash, you know what? Just forget it. I'm going back over here again.